Hi everyone, I'm Adrian today. Just I recalibrate the microphone. I don't know if it was good. We play us and Starlight Romance, Eternal Dilemma. Was here. Marisa! Why is Flandre calling me my name? Marisa! Marisa, I did like my blanket back. What are you talking about? The blanket you are sleeping on. I want it back before I go home. Oh, I must have fallen asleep too. I stood up I haven't while Alice retrieved the cloth. I guess it's time to head home. Night, Alice. Good night, Marisa. Oh, it was Flandre. Oh, the next day I wake to the feeling of hard wood hanging my back. I since I'd managed to fall out of my bed without even nothing last night. I was able to spend a fair amount of the night on the floor too. Thus my back was incredibly sore. I put a whole lot of things into the air this week. I started working with the Koakuma on my immortality potion. Finally gotten back it tough with Reimu and of Alice's book bag. I even learned into Flandre again. I was all incredibly overmelting when I taken together as a unit, especially since there was a lot more compared up. It was time to pull all over a bit. Of course, before that I wanted to solve the problem of my back being relatively stiff. Short of finding measures, there was one solution to this problem: the old springs. The old springs were just about empty when I got there. I looked like no one was really interested bathing on early afternoon. The idea of walking all myself on the bath was pretty appealing. Flesh. I could feel the muscle in my back losing up even inside the bath. But it was a moment like this that drove me to try continue living. I began to lose track of time as I realized the only sign was actually doing of the dearest carer. It was great. I was already feeling better than I've been in the months. It's not that relaxing. You don't really want to go to sleep now, do you? It takes the warm water might give you nausea when you wake up. I better not fall asleep. It's not really worth, especially since hot water may give me nausea. Huh? It was about the point when I saw some ripples moving around the pool. But I should say it was the point when I noticed these ripples. Back now I could remember that there were only about the entire bed even before I entered. Around in the water. For some reason I just completely discarded. Standing a shortcut, Ryoka moved from the edge the pool towards me. Warped about her body was strange. Unlike device connected to her with some sort of tendril, there was an eye on her body was closed. Koishi is a strange Satori girl from underground. Oko with her power controlled the subconscious. It was a something that I just somehow managed to not notice her with her now. Too long as she haven't been there. I see you come here, I think things over a bit while relaxing your muscles. Yeah, two birds with one stone, just like I told you. Just like I told you was a bit unconscious, keeping a conversation with her this entire time. I'd only hope the B1 use people form I noises wouldn't work on, but then I suppose that was the entire basis of the Satori's power. The music are good. A beauty sense that have entire conversation that wasn't even aware. If Koichi figures snapper her fingers, well, I can't help you much in your concept about mortality. I just about everyone in the underground is a yokai to being with. We don't have much knowledge of such things. But with your and other concerns, it sounds like you are eating 20 points in your game with a couple of people. I guess you got me there. Ooh, I guess I suppose you. I suppose you could say that. In the relationship with Patchouli things, doesn't it? Actually, I was expecting to say something else. At this point, Koichi rose up of the bed, but I went behind Nerby Rock. I watched us produce small water prophet chart of the from the being rock and unrated. Oh my god! Koichi chart version 2. Oh my god! Marisa van human plan. Sister Reimu Mrs. Akuya. Wow! Yours truly love. Oh, I can't believe. Oku, comrade. I believe I can fly. That's the turtle. The strongest. This charm might not. Chen, Shigami. Oh, yeah. You. More food stopped. Sisters, what is thirsting? The power, Marisa. Marisa is not connected with perhaps the chart display was apparent the nest of every notable resident of the Gensoukyo. One cool thing was absolute match around and labels. No surprisingly could understand any of it. Perhaps this wasn't made everything clear. I just started the chart and shook my head. Why did a different arrow mean? Why was there arrow between and they usually don't know more that feed him upon occasionally? No, well then Ferrari should give some advice. Then Patchouli, no, let's take a pew into the project, shall we? and Patchouli are big. They sing your helpful body, magic bodies, beauties, best friendly seas. Reimu give you wings. Takoya mysteries, perfect medio. Koichi closed her eyes a moment. For a brief moment, her body relaxed entirely. Then suddenly she was back. She smiled. I raised an eyebrow at Koichi, but said nothing. Maybe it seems like Miss Knowledge was been looking something a bit more permanent. She's like too short term and fitting so many things are. Maybe that's why she's always in the past. I suppose you have worked with that in mind. For that matter, why did you give you the job? Are your prospects? Prospects? Let's you ask about Patchouli with lives Reimu, Alice and Flandre. What? Crazy, you and Reimu are very close friends. It seems you and Reimu took have many ties each another. I would take something big to change your friendship for better or worse. You and I are so close, aren't you? What? Are you just neighbors? Sure, you are. Well, if you are this differently, you may, but I think like more honest will get you far with her. Lastly, I did see that right, but we're thinking about the little scarlet vampire on some level, no? I didn't say anything to this. I wasn't really sure what to make of it myself. After all, if Koichi did see it, there's something relating to Flandre probably was buried somewhere in the depths of my mind. Well, all I have to say it was I looking inside Flandre's conscience before is kind of a mess in there. If you want to survive being anything more than a occasional playmate, you need help. So that's that. Oh, that's real. So about you, well, I'm not really playing romance right now. I'm going to research it. No, I don't want to use about this playing romance right now. So what about you? So about you? Me? Actually, I've seen that right. Where there goes my infallible reputation. But sorry, Satori can read their own earth or concern. No, it's for me. Know what I mean? But interesting anyway. After chatting a little more, we would talk a bit longer. I decided it was time to go. We tie our slaves dry and then sat in the changing rooms, letting your body temperature return to normal. Of course, the best thing while doing is drink milk. I recently discovered that with milk, the cooling I started getting is particularly good. To my pleasant surprises, after that the ghost ruining the place, I decided to start getting the stuff from Korean shop. Naturally, Koichi and I broke some. Oh, the image of Are you kidding? I probably get so much if we drink all the fast. But it's really this way. It. Wow, it really was refreshing. I feel like totally new person. Which advice was right. This is awesome. The mind was always accurate and this uplifting on the Another that milk. Marisa, are you about embark on the grand adventure full of mystery and danger? I like to help you on your quest for love and immortality. So, if you would like to come see me sometime in the place of the earth spirits, I'd be glad to give you advice. Mystery and danger quest? Well, it sounded kind of overblown. But the opposite is genuine. Alright, suppose it could be helpful. Okay then, come see me whatever you need to advise, okay? After that you wouldn't call it down. So we left. As we left, be a case of the free meal sitting by the door. That is go simply looking another way. Then a few hours later, this stuff was good. Goodbye to Koishi. Then I home to eat. Now that was full, I decided to visit the Scarlet Devil Mansion. I was really up for serious research, but I did want to check out some another books. You can't ever have too many books, especially most of them were yours after all, and if they don't belong to you, they are really property. Stop right there. Do you really have to fight today? I'm here to all the time. The world turns on the same way. Fight you? I don't want to fight you. I just wanted to know if who you are playing with the younger sister another day. Why? Yes, I was. Yeah, I thought you some company from time to time. Yeah, I know. But I'm glad to someone will good some contact with people who are Patchouli and Sakuya. Well, anyway, are you here to play with her again today? Nah, I think I'm just gonna go steal some books. Hey, I don't feel like stopping my work around her time to fight you today if Patchouli object can deal with it. If the world it doesn't get paid, granted, I don't think it should stop me if she tried anyways. Actually, Patchouli, I'll probably pulled some prank on her like the flower experience just as you didn't get revenge. And I gotta say, I gotta be kinda boring to just go right back to reading books, playing with the little mystery, some duty old films. I can't, as a science energy vampire girl, I can't die. I honestly have no answer for that. I just struggle and keep walking. Then just ran back to the side and from the gate. As I passed, I saved her lunch. Enter was happy to repronounce the kicks and Guinea man. I suppose it must be happy party at us or something. Once I got to the rear, I found a nice book read and sat down. The Flancon's handbook. I've been looking for a copy a while, and finally I managed to quack my finally the Patchouli's copy. For some reason today, inner political working a magical city that no longer exists really was all I was feeding it hard to focus on the words on the page. Someday all films can be exciting energy vampire girl, can't they? I looked like Mary was right, just didn't really want to spend all days around reading about a city that maybe exists anymore. Sat up, put down, and before I overfind Flandre. Naturally, I found Flandre a room in the basement. This had the been single most room in the entire mansion. Strange crystalline structure hung from the ceiling glass moblies. Various bits and parcels destroyed those litter and ground. Usually almost not. A clean spirit just wandered from the walls and floor. The very geography of the rooms, like warped and distorted. A couple intact animal and Very corny complete image of the room. Flandre of course sat in the center of the room on the tall beautiful poster. When I noted there was sitting in the exact center of the bed, which could exact center of the room. Then at the moment, okay, with Darwin, what happened? The little Darwin state. It seems that Darwin little cartoonist figures some sort. They systematically erasing them. As I drew close, I noticed was seeing herself. Oh, little Indian left all along. We ever hugged himself, and there were none. I worked up closer to Frank Cripple started around look over her. What are you doing? Oh, I'm Marisa and there are pictures. What are the pictures of? You never erase all them. That because the picture of a song that I read in the book was Pixie said and made her think about me. Right. Then there were none. That song community in the Flandre is for their cartoon. And the music. And then there were none. So did you come to play? Yeah, but I didn't feel nice till today. Oh, what will we play? What shall we play? And when I played Among last time, let's go something easier on the furniture this time. Oh, I know you play. Are you sick? Sure. Who's eating? Who's seeking? Any is my better judgment, I said. And you see, close your eyes and call to let go with 666. What Marisa say? I need to say is 3 of 6 is 1666 is about the number of devil. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just opened the dimension looking for a good place to hide. Running down the walls, I began my search. Behind some curtains, no can safe and fit. Inside the piano, no is inside in the basket. Maybe on the shelf. Not. Nah, Flandre can fly just as easy as I can. Perhaps this room. I typically opened the door, only the door was locked. I need to close here. It was awesome. So, see you next video. Goodbye.